Welcome to this week's Fridays in the Field, brought to you by FNBO, the Great Big Small Bank. We're out in Scottsbluff for our final chat with Jason Harimon, a farmer who grows corn, soybeans, alfalfa, and then other forage crops for their cattle herd. Jason, tell us first off, how did the season go for you?
Season's gone pretty well. For being hot and dry right after we got done planting, it was kind of fast and furious to get irrigation going. Seasons went by pretty quick, but things look good. Things I think are early, sure show early. So we have continued to have this heat right now. It's probably going to be an early harvest for some of these crops. So,
Jason, along with the heat, what were some of the biggest challenges for you and farmers out here in the Panhandle?
Water was the biggest challenge, keeping things wet. Trying to keep that profile built up. That was the hardest part, and timing was a big thing, early on, I think for us. But I think for us the biggest factor was the hot and dry summer, and just trying to keep things irrigated.
I know. I heard from a lot of farmers that water has been a big concern all summer, since the Bureau of Reclamation put out an allocation on irrigators along the North Platte River system. So with all of that, how is harvest looking for your fields?
Harvest is going to be, I think some of this corn is going to be early like it has been last year and the year before. Things are really starting to dry down now. We're past dent now, and the water's out of the ditch. Guys are combining dry beans already. And with the weather looking like the way it is, there'll probably be, I don't know if we'll do any high moisture stuff. It's a possibility. We'll see how it goes. But I bet you by first of next month, we'll be probably dipping into some of the early planted corn. So,
Jason, how about the soybeans? How did the watering go, and how are they doing for harvest?
Soybeans are tracking really nice. I bet you here in another 15 days, we'll probably be cutting some. With the heat the way it's been this past couple weeks and the water going out, I would say, in the next 10 to 15 days, probably have a field or two that maybe might be close to being ready. So end of the month will be a busy time for combining soybeans for us.
Okay, so the soybeans are a bit later than the dry beans, but you have an elevator that takes the soybeans right here, right?
They go here locally in town to Crossroads. Shane over there has been working with us, and they'll go right here. Don't have to haul them very far. If we want to, we can put some in the bin, but I think this year, the way price is, they're just all going to go to town and sell them over the scale. So.
Now, Jason, you and your family also have some cattle. Will you be saving some of the corn you raised for winter feed?
We keep a little bit back, not very much, just a little bit, but corn price looks good, so most of that'll probably won't set on too much of the corn this year.
I'm Chabella Guzman, and we've been out here in the fields in Scottsbluff with Jason Harimon. Jason, thanks for sharing this summer with us and your crops, and hopefully you'll have a great harvest. And this closes out our session of Friday in the Fields, brought to you by FNBO, your Great Big Small Bank.